Hey guys, welcome to this game. We're watching Grok, the best player in the world. Let's get straight into the action here. Drops down the wall, runs into it with the ultimate, picking up the Hilda, as well as it looks like the Panda on the opposite team. No, there is no Panda on the opposite team. Never mind. Whoever that was ended up getting out of there. Holy cow. Alright, now looks like there is a lull right here. So, what are we watching today? We are watching none other than DDHAZELLY. Yes, arguably the best Grok player in the world. Was #1 for a while there. Recently has gotten knocked off. You can see she plays tank all day long. She plays in ranked. She has currently 814 stars. And look at that, 96.4% win rate with Grok. Absolutely incredible with this hero. Incredible to watch. Go and follow her if you want to see how to play tank. Crazy, crazy good and fun gameplay. So, yeah, and here's the thing too, she doesn't just play against scrubs in Classic either in order to get her win rate up. No, she plays on a team and she plays against some very, very skilled opponents. As you see in this game here, she's going to be playing against some players from AE, as well as, see right there, player that I believe that is actually no limit. Was it? It's not Jess. I'm not sure. Someone on Team No Limit, and then there's also someone on Team Solid. So No Limit Crown right there. Yes, there she is. She as in Hilda. Not sure if it's male or female player. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, getting back to HAZELLY. HAZELLY does not play against just scrubs. There are top world players in this game right here, and she is going to be kicking some absolute ass. So, let's get into this game right here. Let's see what's going on. Charging up the attack. Just so you guys know, Grok does have the highest base attack of any character in the game right now. And his charged up first ability is extremely strong. Let's take a look at the build. Let's see what's going on. The regen boots down there. It looks like that's what HAZELLY's got. Oh, she's coming in here on this Kagura. This Kagura is going to be super dead. Yep. Dropping the ultimate, banging into the wall, doing a ton of damage. She's not getting out of there. Looks like the Saber here from Team AE is trying to get away, getting hit by the first ability from HAZELLY. Gonna take a little bit of damage and get out there under the turret. Now HAZELLY is also running Retribution, you can see right there, which is a solid pick on Grok. I like to pick that on Grok because it just helps your clear time. And typically, Grok has really good mobility, staying next to walls and stuff, moves faster, and his ultimate is an escape as well. So I don't typically need to run Flicker, I think, when I use him. Also, top players, know how to get out of situations, and so they, they're gonna run Retribution. She's sitting right here. I was wondering if she's gonna take out that. Oh, that's weird. That Moskov jumping over the bush, having absolutely no clue that she's actually sitting there in it. Looks like a great play from the Akai on Team DD right there. Knocking the Moskov into the wall, CCing him, allowing HAZELLY to come in and do a bunch of damage, dropping the ultimate and the first ability to pick him up. 3-0-2 in this game. And just walking right through the enemy team here as if no one cares, because she is so tanky, she knows they cannot go in on her. She also has, you can see as the first non-boot item here, going for the Athena shield. Lots of magic resistance, lots of health, and a big shield. Gets bigger as the game goes on. Very solid pick on Grok, especially when you're up against a Kagura. She's sitting here in front. Looks like she was baiting out the enemy Saber. Saber's going to get caught by a Eudora freeze. Eudora's going to get picked up here by the red team's Hilda, as well as Fanny. Looks like she was getting caught probably by the Kagura as well. HAZELLY just walking around with tons of health, not even worried about it. You can see her health bar down there just popping back up. And that's partially due to her passive being near walls, as also those boots that are giving her healing. Now, something interesting that I have noticed about watching Team DD and HAZELLY is that they typically run 2 tanks on their team. You can see they're running both the Akai and the Grok. And I'm not quite sure why they do this, but obviously they have great win rates. So it seems to work for them. Oh, coming in here, the Moskov jumping out. Good thing he did. He probably would have gotten killed by that empowered ability. Great wall coming out right here from HAZELLY. Gonna pick up the Hilda. Hilda had nowhere to go. No way to get around that wall. 3-0 and 4. Picking up armor at this point in the game as well. Okay, the red team's trying to steal the blue over here. HAZELLY coming in, taking out the first minion with her empowered first ability. Or powered, yeah. And 3v1 right here, getting hit by, oh boy, just trying to get out of there. Great ultimate coming down from the Eudora. I thought that HAZELLY was going to get taken out right there by that Lolita's ultimate. Beautiful ultimate from Lolita. Dropping down a crazy wall right there. Not sure if it's actually good or not, but it prevented the enemy from getting on top of HAZELLY, who's pretty low right now. Big engagement coming on. The Panda dropping his ultimate to drop the red team closer to the blue team. HAZELLY's just going to recall out of there. Probably a good idea. Her life was pretty low. Moskov dropping an ultimate that I feel like that was probably aimed a little bit incorrectly, but it's all good. And this once again, this Hilda getting caught by a beautiful wall from HAZELLY. Not going to be able to get out of there. Moskov down here is recalling, although the blue team does not know that. Going to come in. Oh, and just barely missing him now. He's getting out by the skin of his teeth. Let's go back to Not sure why HAZELLY's dropping on a wall right there. Maybe if there is an enemy, maybe it was a misclick, who knows. But it's all good. It's on a very short cooldown. That's the thing about Grok. It's awesome. His abilities are on a very short cooldown. This Lolita getting caught in a great ultimate by this Aurora. Also, wow, just great teamwork there. The wall coming out from Grok and the Panda dropping his ultimate to bang that Lolita into the wall so she can get picked up by the team. Had nowhere to go. HAZELLY just running around the turret out here, keeping the enemy on their toes. Not afraid to go in under that turret because of her passive, as well as how strong she is right here. She looks like she's picking up the Black Ice Shield. Bunch of armor, bunch of mana, 10% cooldown reduction. You don't really need cooldown reduction on Grok. Oh, wow. Going in 2v1 here, but the enemy's going to get caught. As you can see, the teamwork here, always backing each other up from Team DD. The Panda and Grok here, both coming in on this Saber. Looks like Aurora's getting a lot of damage dealt to her by this, by the I forgot her name, the Hilda. But she's going to be good. Oh, nice ultimate coming down from Moskov. Not really doing anything. Okay, and it's a 2-for-1 trade there. Aurora going down for both the Hilda and the Saber. So it seems to be worth for the blue team. HAZELLY's going to go back. She picks up the what is it called? The Dominance Ice. That's what it is. Enabling her to get 15% cooldown reduction, 70 armor, and I believe it is 400 mana. As well as the special ability of that item is that it slows down enemies, both their attack speed and their movement speed, when you do damage to them. Pretty good item on Grok for the mana. The thing I don't like about that item, though, is that it does not provide any health. And as a tank, if you just get armor and no health, your health pool obviously is pretty low. And the enemy can do a bunch of damage to you. And take you out regardless, because you don't have any health. Ton of armor, no health. You gotta balance it too. Alright, looks like Lolita's hiding in this bush right here. HAZELLY's on top of her. She had to flicker out of there. HAZELLY's coming in over here trying to steal the blue buff from the red team. Oh, the Panda coming in. And it's 2v4 right here. HAZELLY using her ultimate to get out of there, dropping down the wall. Looks like it's separating one of the red team. The Panda having to use his ultimate to get out of there. And HAZELLY looks like she's in the wall here. Holy cow. I think she's having a little bit of lag issues, but that's okay because she's still awesome. 3 of the enemy team are on top of her, and she's just super tanky, taking all the damage here. And you can see, look at all the armor that she's just buying armor like crazy right now. hiding in the bush. Alucard's getting chased. And you can see also, for the blue team, Fanny has been doing a good job of split pushing. We have not seen her in team engages that much, which could be bad or good depending on what you believe in. I think it's better for Fanny to be split pushing because it splits up the enemy team and keeps them from farming resources. And since Fanny has such great mobility, she can do that at ease. Looks like we might see a big team engagement here. Panda going in on the Hilda. Hilda's going to get out though. Hazellly coming in, doing 1,500 damage to these minions right here. This is just a super heavy game. Both teams very, very heavy. 2 tanks on both. Looks like the Flower Girl Kagura is getting caught by the Aurora Ultimate, allowing Alucard to get on top of her, capitalize on that, pick up the Kagura. Very good to get Kagura down. She is scary as hell. Very, very strong hero. And boom, looks like that Lolita's going to go down as well to a good, very good good wall coming down from Hazellly. Another wall coming out, blocking this Hilda from escaping. Getting right here in the middle, using the first ability to do about 1,000 damage to 3 different heroes at once. And this Alucard is just having a heyday with the enemy team here, being having Hazellly there peeling for him. Hazellly dropping the regen and is back at full health. And Hilda here Hilda's super tanky. Alucard's trying to take her out. He's probably going to be able to, but he's just chasing her all over the map here. Hazellly coming in. See if she can get a good wall right here. She's got a crazy amount of good walls this game. Missing the first ability somehow, but not the ultimate. The ultimate doing a ton of damage, and Hilda is going down. Alucard says, hey, let's go for Lord. Alucard can absolutely eat up the Lord in the late game. But good call by the blue team here to get off of it. Since the red team was collapsing in from the side, there's 3 of them over there. By the way, PK Fabians, I believe, is the #1 global player of Aurora, and you have been able to see that showcased in this game. The amount of freezes he has landed on people is just absolutely insane. Aurora, very, very, very strong if you are good with the freezes. You basically can just sit back and nuke people, and your team will do the rest. Dropping out freeze on the Lolita here. Lolita's super tanky, though. Not going to take any damage from that. But looks like we're going to get a team engagement here. Hazellly at the front. The blue team trying to take out the Lord. Looks like DDHAZELLY coming in and getting that Moskov up against the wall. Moskov's going to go down to Hazellly, I believe it was. And her first ability. Hilda coming in from the back, taking out the Panda. But good engagement for the blue team here. They're able to split up the enemy team. Ooh, did Hazellly pick up the kill on that? A wall coming in right on top of that Saber, saying see ya later. And this is going to be the end of the game here. 8-0-12, and Hazellly looks like she's doing a good little BM. Dying just for good measure under the turret. Or maybe it was to keep her teams attacking it. I don't know. They had minions there. And selling her items. Crazy, crazy good game from Hazellly there. 96% win rate with Grok. Thanks for watching, guys. Go follow this chick. She's awesome. See ya. You and I.